The NTSB final report is out on the Grumman Cougar crash that killed pilot Sam Ganow back on February 1st of 2024, the aircraft that was featured on the Rebuild Rescue YouTube channel. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the BLANCOLIRIO channel. Let's check it out. This accident occurred shortly after takeoff from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Here's the pictures from the accident report. You can see the right engine propeller is relatively straight, was producing no power. The left engine propeller is curled both forward and back, indicating that that engine was developing full power. And no surprise, as featured on this channel over 2 years ago now, it was water in the fuel tank, in the right engine fuel tank, that caused the right engine to fail on takeoff. Sam subsequently lost control of the aircraft and crashed. Here's a picture of the left fuel cap from the actual accident aircraft, showing the O-ring in place properly. And here is the right fuel cap with no O-ring in it at all. And this discrepancy was not captured by the previous annual inspection. Here's the right-hand engine carburetor float bowl. These are 0320 Lycoming engines, carbureted engines, and there's water and debris in the bottom of the float bowl. And here's what it looks like when you sample your fuel and you have water in your fuel, the water being heavier than the fuel, going to the bottom of your sump tester, and the blue 100 octane on top of the water with a clear division. Here's the right-hand fuel cap with no O-ring and the water and fuel samples that they got out of the float bowl from the right engine. In this view of the crashed Grumman Cougar, you can see the tail of the aircraft scorpioned, we call it scorpioned up, indicative of a stall spin accident. The engine trouble began shortly after takeoff, after Sam got the gear up. Witnesses indicated that the right engine began popping, the airspeed began to decay, the aircraft no longer climbed, and Sam got into a VMCA roll, rolling the aircraft, stalling it, and impacting the ground. The YouTube channel Rebuild Rescue is a popular YouTube channel with 794,000 subscribers and 261 videos, primarily run by Jason Morrison, seen here in many of these videos. And the premise of these videos, well, first off, Jason is a student pilot and is not a rated A&P airframe and power plant mechanic. Jason is also a part owner of Forward Aero Aviation and has several folks working for him that do not have their A&P license. All of this work is ostensibly overseen by an IA, an authorized inspector, or somebody with inspector authorization, IA. And the premise of this whole channel started with this abandoned Cessna 401 twin-engine aircraft where Jason reached out to get a lot of donated money to get this airplane going again. And anybody that's got any real experience in general aviation knows what a daunting task and ridiculously expensive feat it would be to get a unairworthy 401 Cessna back in airworthy shape again. The cost of getting the aircraft back into the air would far exceed the value of the aircraft. And for many years, Jason attempted to raise enough money to get this project going, but he's since given up on the prospect of getting that aircraft airworthy again because it's just too daunting of a task and too economically infeasible. And in the process, he's bought and sold a series of aircraft in an effort to raise money to get the 401 going again, including this Grumman Cougar aircraft, which he apparently bought off of eBay, did several repairs to the aircraft, and then sold the aircraft in an effort to raise money for the 401, Cessna 401. And Jason is still at it to this day with this RV-10 video produced just 4 days ago. It's in this video here put out just 3 months ago that Jason announced that he was going to be unable to proceed forward with the Cessna 401 project. Of particular concern to the FAA and the NTSB is the maintenance work being done on these aircraft at Rebuild Rescue, Who is signing them off? Who's the certified mechanics and inspectors signing these aircraft off? Now, here in the public docket is the interviews of the hearings with the FAA and NTSB and some of the various individuals involved with the operation of Rebuild Rescue. This first interview is with Jason himself, the owner of Rebuild Rescue, Jason Morrison. And right away, they want to ask him about his experience, and he's a student pilot, and he's studying for his A&P, and he comes from an automotive background and is now a part owner of Forward Aviation and has been doing Rebuild Rescue for 2 years now. This Grumman Cougar project they found on eBay for $30,000. They got it so cheap because it had 2 prop strikes on the aircraft. So they performed some sort of prop strike inspection. Normally that involves a complete teardown and overhaul of the engines, but I don't believe that was done in this case. An annual inspection was performed on the aircraft, and then they went to do a bunch of avionics work as requested by the new owner. Now, Jason had his lawyer with him during this interview, and they asked him what work specifically did Jason do on this aircraft just prior to the accident, and Jason responded he did not do any of the work on the aircraft. Yet on previous videos, well prior to the accident, Jason's doing quite a bit of work on the aircraft. While the Grumman Cougar was at Chester County Airport getting this avionics work done, there was no room in the hangar to keep the aircraft stored indoors, so the hangar was out on the ramp for some amount of time, during which that time there was quite a bit of rainfall, nearly 10 inches of rain, and if you've got a fuel tank with no O-ring on it, that water is going to seep right down into the fuel tank. Now, there was an effort to sump the tanks, but enough of that water got into the carburetor to cause the engine to fail. There's several rather, in my opinion, incriminating videos of Sam's flying of this Cougar still here on the Rebuild Rescue channel. The comments have been disabled. Some of the issues include the management of the throttles immediately after takeoff and the getting into the stall warning horn on takeoff well after takeoff with this loaded down aircraft with 4 folks on board. And some of this came out in the hearing with the NTSB and the FAA. Jason mentioned that Sam's flying was not textbook, especially doing things that you should do all the time, including checklist usage, and it made Jason uncomfortable flying with Sam, according to his testimony here to the FAA. This Grumman Cougar was neither rebuilt nor restored. It was just given an annual inspection, and an effort was made to make the aircraft airworthy at the time of the inspection. And regarding the engines, the compression was checked, the mag timing was checked, all the typical things you do, plus the Airworthiness Directive 2004-10-14, which is required following a prop strike, checking the gears off of the accessory drive gears off of the crankshaft. Now, Jason did have one A&P mechanic working with him at the time of this accident, and they knew there was open discrepancies on the aircraft prior to it taking off on his accident flight. Apparently, those discrepancies did not get resolved or signed off prior to the accident, and according to the A&P, Jason Morrison was to handle getting the work done. In the end, the NTSB found that the pilot's inadequate pre-flight inspection, Sam was in a hurry that morning to catch a flight home, which resulted in a loss of engine power due to water-contaminated fuel and his subsequent loss of control of the aircraft. Contributing to the accident was an inadequate annual maintenance inspection where they left the gasket off of the right fuel cap and left the aircraft out in the rain and allowed the rain to collect in the fuel tank and eventually reach the carburetor. Aviation is terribly unforgiving of any carelessness, incapacity, or neglect. And rushing these questionable aircraft through a hurried maintenance process, primarily by folks that don't even have aviation experience in maintaining these aircraft, in order to make a quick buck and a few views on YouTube, is no way to operate. Properly restoring an old aircraft takes years and years of dedicated work, and maintaining these aircraft needs to be performed under the direct supervision of folks with the proper ratings. Thank you for your support of this channel, especially the folks over on Patreon that make this content possible. See you here.